Hello and welcome to TimeWalk Studios, and today I'm going to teach you the history of film editing. Film editing has been developed for more than 127 years. We went all the way from white and black static footage to Avatar, one of the highest grossing films of all time, reaching over $2 billion. But how did we get to this? Well, it started in 1888 when Louis Le Prince created the first ever film called The Roundhay Garden House. This was only around 10 to 20 seconds long, but it was revolutionary at the time. Other historians have considered that Edward Muybridge's film, made in 1878, to be the first film of all time. This, though, is just a collection of pictures into one, making it look as if it is a film even though it isn't. In 1892, the first kinetoscope film was made. If you don't know what that type of film is, that is a film that is viewed through a peephole. So, following this in the same year, the first ever official studios was made. This was called Black Maria and was owned by Thomas Edison, the inventor of the light bulb. For the first 10 years of filmmaking and film editing, well, there wasn't really any film editing because it was just one continuous shot. This means there was absolutely no cuts like we see in everyday movies. Though in 1898, Robert W. Paul created the first ever camera that was able to take two shots. This was called the Cinematograph Number 1. George Melas then used this in his film, Four Troublesome Heads. This was considered revolutionary at the time. In the early 20th century, 1901, James Williamson, a rising director at the time, created two amazing films, Fire and The Big Swallow. What was amazing about these was that they involved tinting the footage to bring more color and involved cinematic techniques such as camera shots. This is well displayed in The Big Swallow. During this time as well, film editors were just defined as people who would get long strips of tape, cut it, and then paste it together. This was very difficult for people because they had to be precise and one wrong move would cost the studio lots and lots of money to redo, get more tape so the editor can do it again. In 1924, Iwan Suhura created the Moviola. This was a machine dedicated for editors. Instead of editors having to do everything by hand, they now use this new machine. This means that they were able to put their two tapes together, able to cut it if they wanted to, and able to paste it. This was much more efficient and saved a lot of time for people. For the next 70 years, people still had to use Suhura's machine, though it did become more developed during this time. There was no digital editing, so movies that you have seen such as Terminator and the famous Star Wars trilogy did not feature any computer-generated imagery, CGI. Instead, they would use small toys and make them look big in their films. There is an example in Terminator, the first one. In 1992, the first movie digitally edited, called Let's Kill All the Lawyers, was made by using Avid Media Composer. This was a lot more safe and a lot more efficient. This also emphasized the use of color grading, using and contrasting colors to help set the mood of the film. And just coming into the early 21st century, only around 20 years ago, we had just adopted digital video through the first movie that used it, Star Wars II: The Attack of the Clones. In 2003, we saw a massive increase in the quality of film using IMAX cameras during the making of The Matrix Revolutions. Then in 2012, during The Hobbit: An Unexpected Journey, the first film of the film franchise, we used a much higher frame rate. Films were used to having 24 FPS, frames per second. This doubled it to make it 48 FPS. Then in 2017, something revolutionary happened. While filming Guardians of the Galaxy Vol. 2, editors decided to make this 8K resolution, the first of its kind. As I have just shown you, taught you, or even just reminded you, film editing has come such a long way. All the way just from continuous shots of Louis Le Prince's Roundhay, the Garden House film in 1888, to where there were amazing films that almost everybody loves, such as Avengers Endgame made in 2019 with beautiful CGI and cinematography. Look how far we have come to the film industry.